Welcome back to Getting Her to Say I Do, my video dating blog. Oh, baby, it's been a lot. So we traded rings. We finished the first 5 books of the Bible, which is the law, or the Pentateuch. And we finished that super big milestone. And so I gave her a promise ring, and she accepted the promise ring. And it was out of Ecclesiastes, the one where 2 is better than 1. That one. And my promises came from that. And she accepted, super excited about that. We are done with 6 books of the Bible, almost 7, because Job was in there, because it's the time frame on that one. And so Job was in there. We finished that. And so tomorrow is my mom's birthday, and we are having a memorial service. So we are getting ready to take a road trip, first road trip. She's going to meet all of my family. Super excited about it. So we have been focusing on prayer and praying and things like this. So I've been trying to be more intentional about my prayer life. And so as I have been praying, I've been asking God to remove things, to take things away, to give me understanding and revelation so that I can walk out His will, and for Him to reveal His will and His plan for my life so I can live it out. And so I started fasting from video games. She started fasting from social media. She's a beast. And so we both started fasting, and I fasted from video games, but not watching TV, because I would play video games for hours just to detox or just to avoid my problems. And so I was watching Recess, and I felt this urge, this strong, whenever you're around someone that you're attracted to, that urge, lust, I had that desire, and I was like, and as a young man, literally the wind can blow and I'm there, and so I have this going on, and I'm sitting in my chair, curled up in my cover, watching Recess, ignoring my problems because I don't want to deal with them, and I feel this come over me, and I was like, I should probably go pray. But instead of going to pray, I watched movies and cartoons and sat there for hours not dealing with my problems. And this happened a couple of days this week. So then I was with my girlfriend, and the same passion came over me. Now the issue is, when I'm with her, there is opportunity to fulfill these passions and this sinful desire. But when I'm by myself, I'm good. I could watch stuff or do other stuff, but that's not my vice. And so when I was with her, I got really close to compromising, and she was not happy, because we're pure because of her. It's an area where I'm weak and I struggle at. And she has been exceptional about keeping us pure, because the goal is marriage. And she was like, you really want to risk it all? And we're supposed to be working towards this, and you just want this momentary. She was on my head. And I was like, you're right. Because she's extremely attractive, and I'm attracted to her. And when we are married, that will be okay. But because I didn't deal with it when I was by myself, it was even more difficult to deal with when I had someone else. But because she's so dope, and because we have intentionally sought God, she fought with me and for me and against me when I was being dumb. But then we started talking and having conversations, more intimacy. It was intimacy without sex. And she was like, hey, I wonder if these things that you're dealing with, and I'd raised my voice at her on a Sunday afternoon. We had been out of church maybe an hour. And she was talking, and there was another time also. So it was twice. This is twice in 2 weeks. Oh, she is so gracious. And she was like, I wonder if the reason why some of your behaviors have been erratic is because you have a lot of stress because your mom's memorial is going on. And I was like, Never really thought of it, never considered it. And this was one reason that I desired to have relationships, so that I could have someone who could see me when I couldn't see myself, and to have a biblical background, and to see things through God's lens and through the lens of grace, and rather than judgment, and for her to say, hey, this is going on and you need to be attentive and aware of this. And it was dope for me, and I had to stop and reflect and check myself and things that I was carrying and things that I wasn't turning over to God. And it was beautiful, and I loved it, and I was super happy because we did just share this ring, this promise ring, and we are in a relationship, and I have someone who's close enough to me now to check me and to challenge me. And so now, come back, Holy Spirit. And so now she is going with me on a road trip to meet my entire family, all of them, all of my siblings, all 5 of them, my brother. She has not met any of them, my brother and my 4 sisters. And this is also a very sucky moment, because we already had my mom's funeral service the beginning of December or the end of November, one of the two. I don't remember. It was either the beginning of December or the end of November. And so we already had the funeral, but now we're gonna do it again. And I know a memorial service isn't a funeral, but this is mainly for the people who didn't get to go to the service. So my mom's literally in my back seat in this box, and I thought about looking back there and saying, you better put your seatbelt on and not move, and doing that little thing like she used to do when she slapped you, but no. And so I'm excited because I have my best friend, my girlfriend, who's like there rocking with me, vibing with me, holding me accountable, knows me intimately and deeply, and also my family, my siblings, who I've always known, who have always known me, or they've always been around because they're all older than me, and we just get to rub shoulders and deal with all the junk that we have been suppressing for a year. And so I'm very happy about that, and yeah. So I'm excited for her to meet them also, because we don't ever get together, like not all the time. So now for us too, she's going to meet my grandma and my aunts and uncles and cousins, some, and people that I haven't even met, and my siblings. So that'll be cool. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and then she was walking out of the room yesterday. Because we FaceTime, because she lives away, and she was just walking very elegantly as she transitioned from room to room. And I thought about the thing on my list where I prayed for a woman who was elegant, and that just made me smile, because she's the things that I asked God for, and so much more. So pray intentionally, allow God to listen to the Holy Spirit when He's leading you, and pray for traveling mercies for us, and also for this, because I know she's nervous to meet my family. But it'll be great, and it'll be a lot of fun, and I'm sure we'll have more stories for next time we meet, and hopefully I am sweet and kind to her and not a jerk. Yeah. Be blessed.